It is a new week. I have dropped off the eldest at preschool. It is sunny and I couldn't find my sun cream this morning. I didn't know where I put it. So I had to go grab him some sun cream quick, take him to his school to put it on him. I'm now just making an omelette for breakfast. And it's so crazy to me that I can even make an omelette now because of my autoimmune condition that I was dealing with. I essentially couldn't eat any dairy, egg, anything that can like cause inflammation. But I've ate egg the past week and I've been okay so far. It's not something that I eat all of the time, just because I feel like I am a bit intolerant to it. But here we are, it's a busy week at Show Up Sis. It is a busy week at Show Up Sis. The baby is just playing with blocks whilst I'm making this quick. I do need to order him a new high chair because it broke and it's really hard to do anything when he's just walking around everywhere. So I'm going to make my coffee. Like, I can even drink coffee now. I didn't drink coffee for like 3 months because I was really focusing on my skin. And again, these things I don't now have often. Like, I don't drink coffee daily. I usually drink matcha, oat milk matcha, or a cup of tea with oat milk. But today, I'm just feeling like I just want a different taste in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to make this. We're then going to run through what we've got on this week, things that I need to do, and get this week started. I'm in my gym clothes because I'm planning to do some form of movement today. I usually go to the gym in the mornings, but Mondays, I'm trying not to go to the gym at like 6 a.m. on a Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I do that at like 6:30, 7, depending on like my Pilates class time. I'm rambling. But yeah, it's a new week, busy week. We've got... I'm so excited because my Honor Active parcel has just arrived. I am an Honor Active stan through and through. And the reason is, stand a good brand and a good product. And the thing about Honor Active is since wearing their clothes, I feel so confident. You can tell that the clothes are really made for women. And I've got in here 2 soft motion leggings and a soft motion long tops because I do like to be a bit covered. If I'm honest, like in the gym, working out, trying to wear things that cover me, but I also feel confident in. So we have eggs, mushroom, spinach, onion, peronaise, and a bit of parmesan. And it's a bit wild, a bit rogue, I know. But I love it, and I'm just so happy that I am able to eat a bit of dairy, which again I don't eat much because a lot of the time I have like my oat milk in my coffees. I don't really have much dairy. I usually have the vegan Wagamama like spicy mayo, but I thought today I'm gonna see how I react to this, and like I'm trying to implement a few things just to see if my body and my skin react as well. I now have a coffee in hand, which yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, and then I need to send off Google Meets for the interviews that I've got today with some of the community members, get the baby dressed, ready, take him for a walk, and then I need to get planning the bingo night, all of our visuals, all of our like branded. I really want it, as I was saying before, I really want it to be a space this time where it's more shareable, more content is captured and shared across social media. So I really need to think about like our activations throughout the event, so that can be shared as much as possible. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll be back probably after my meetings. So we are back in the office, back in my room, about to lock in on some work. I need to just kind of get the space ready, get my laptop charger. I have this big long extension lead and I really need to like pull it behind my bed because I just kind of drape it across my bed. Baby is down for a nap, so this is how I kind of manage it. Luckily, my little one, the youngest, sleeps really well, so I am blessed in that area. So he should sleep hopefully now for 2 hours. So I'm going to try and get through this list of organising everything for our bingo, visuals, branding, displays, ordering things like the vinyl artwork to put on mirrors. I want to get like a board, kind of like my board here, like a cork board or something, and we put like 1 year of showing up, and then people can like write down like how the community has helped them, what they've gained from the community, like a friend that they've made, and then we can obviously share that across our socials as well. I am going to try my clothes on soon. And then I knew what else I need to do. Make our speed mating questions. So when people do speed mating, we put prompts on the table, because obviously it's a bit nerve-wracking sitting across somebody you don't know with like no guidance of like what to say, how to start a conversation. So we do that, and then we are going to do, what else am I going to do for the event? Why did you show up? So I'm going to pay to have a content creator at the event. We had a lady called Dalvia attend our Harvey Nicks event last week, and she was incredible in terms of like making content. So I'm going to get her back for this event. I'm also thinking to do something where like you have a golden ticket under one of the chairs at the bingo, and then like we say on the microphone, check under your seat if you've got the golden ticket, and we're going to give away a prize. There'll be a prize in that. Also a community quiz as well I'm thinking to do, but that might be hard just with the amount of people that we have. And yeah, I've ordered things like straws, branded cups to put the straws in, a neon sign that says she showed up. I don't know if it's going to arrive in time, and that's what we're going to do. So let's get into it. I've got an hour before my first meeting, so I'm going to see how much I can get done.
Interesting to kind of see like the community that's being built, and like,
yeah,
you know,
it's so good that you say that in terms of like how it comes across, because it is very intentional and like it is like the aim to hopefully like get people to feel the energy of like what Show Up Sis is through, whether it's content through social media. That's what I really try to get across with Show Up Sis, and it's just like putting out that it's an inviting space and like you'll be okay if you attend kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I think also you put a little thing out, don't you? So you say like 90% of people attended out. And I think it's important to just keep reinforcing that, because like certainly like even though like I understand that that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Even part of you will be a bit like, but will they be
but
like
will.
Will
yeah.
Going to be like totally on the ones, but like, so I think just sometimes just like reinforcing that it's good as well, just so people definitely know like, no, that is the point.
Yeah. So, and I just thought, okay, I'm going to start a walking club to keep myself occupied. I was a personal trainer, so I could do fitness classes, and then who knows what can happen. That was the kind of vibes from it. And then it just steadily grew, and it started to grow quite quickly, where now we do all of these different events, but we had to start with, I did like these random events like a Pilates collab or like a floral arranging workshop, and I noticed that there is other communities out there that do things like that, and with Show Up Sis I wanted it to be a space where we're not the same as everybody else. It's not a space to just come and make friends. I always say that Show Up Sis is not a friendship group. It's not designed to just be a space where people want to come and make friends. It's more about doing something for yourself, taking time for you, and then you meet friends because of that. Because I think it can put pressure on people where if you think, okay, this event is, I'm going to meet somebody there, I'm going to make a friend. It's like, well, you might not, because we can't control that. Show Up Sis, we can provide the space, but you know, it takes a lot for women to attend. They're nervous. They've got to speak to somebody, and like making friends is really hard. It's really, really hard. Even if you're giving people the space, it's still hard. It takes a lot of work. It takes people... I always say at events now, is something that we do is like at the end I say, if you've connected with somebody, ask them for their Instagram, ask them for their number, because a lot of the time girls will be chatting away, they'll be making friends, but then they won't take that step to like actually ask for the girl's contact. So yeah, we now changed it kind of in January. I changed it where all of the events are kind of like in-house through Show Up Sis. So the events that we do, we deliver them ourselves, we create them ourselves. They're a lot more deeper at times. So for like our brunch, like you mentioned, we have like the panel of speakers, you know, you get like a goodie bag, and it's kind of like, my vision is giving girls that like brand experience. You know how like influencers get a special treatment everywhere they go?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the vibes that I want to bring to Show Up Sis. It's like startup is very, very different to working to like a big organisation. So it's kind of like needing people who get that, who can take initiative, think for themselves, lead things by themselves, be very comfortable working by themselves as well. So that's startup. You kind of need people to just come on board and come on the wild journey, and they just get it and just willing to get stuck in. And it's like, we're on this rocket ship, we don't quite know where it's going, but we're going. That's kind of kind of the vibes. It's very organised. Like, you know, my events have all gone very well so far. It's very organised. I always have like a running sheet of events. I'm not saying that it's just like a chaotic mess, but with a startup, it's just a lot of the times we're just doing, building, changing, pivoting, and sometimes that's not for everyone in terms of like ways of working. Now finished 2 interviews. I've just actually had Go 8 get back to me in terms of like a collaboration with those, so we'll get to bring our community along to Go 8. I just feel like I need to negotiate a bit of a better deal, to be honest, because in terms of like what we're offering with bringing everyone along and the amount of content that I said, I feel like it could make a bit more sense on my side. So that's sometimes like what it is. It's like, I feel like when you're starting out with a community and like building a brand and like content, and like with Show Up Sis, I've really doubled down on building a media brand alongside our community, so then we can bring these opportunities to the community and like let people go to these experiences for a discounted price. That is the plan. So it's, in order to do that, the deal that we make with like organisations, it has to make sense for all parties involved, and then with what we're able to deliver content wise. So that is what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to send back a proposal back to them and see what they say, because hopefully I would love to do it, or even if it's just for September, because we have the water park in August anyway, and we'll see. It's now 20 to 3. I have to quickly get the baby ready to go pick up my eldest from preschool. We're going to go to the park because it is sunny, but it is quite hot. And you know when it's like that hot where, it's like, is it too hot for us to be walking around at this time? But I feel like I need fresh air. The little one needs fresh air. So we're going to go there, and then we need to come back. I still need to try on my On Active clothes. And then I need to prepare for our monthly goal setting call tonight, and then we have our business call as well. So we're having a business call to meet new people in our community that are founders, see what businesses they have, see what support they want from the community, see if they're interested in monthly or bi-monthly founder dinners. That is something that I really want to bring to Show Up Sis, but Show Up Sis hasn't started as like this female founder organisation, so it is like our smallest pillar of Show Up Sis. But I just love business, so I'm really trying to bring it to Show Up Sis, or I may just stop it in Show Up Sis and start it as like my own thing, because I do business strategy as like Chanel Jasmine anyway, and just keep it there instead of trying to bring it into Show Up Sis. I will say the thing that I struggle with the absolute most is staying on top of the house whilst mom lifing, building the business, everything in between. So I've quickly swept the living room, and I'm going to use this mop to go over the floor because it needs doing so bad, and it's just so difficult sometimes to just keep on top of everything, because every spare minute that I get, I end up like working or doing something on the business, and I feel like the house is the thing that gets neglected. Like, it's not a mess, and everything needs a good clean. Uh-oh, the baby is trying to fall off the chair. School pickup is done. I swear, sometimes all you need is literally to get outside, go and walk. It feels so much better. And I head to the park, go for a walk, enjoy ourselves, enjoy the sunshine, head back, dinner, bath, bed, and then Zoom calls tonight with the community. We are going for a walk. It's just so nice here. So nice, so peaceful. It is now 6:45. I've put the kids to bed. I have our monthly reset and goal setting workshop online at 7:15, so I've got half an hour. I might just make myself a green tea and finish off preparing for our bingo. So I kind of got all of the visuals kind of done. Let me actually show you. We have things like our connection cards. So this is what people get given on their tables in the speed meeting. So they'll be able to write down who they've connected with, the name, what something to remind them about that person as well. What we found is that obviously at the speed meeting, the girls talk to so many people and they want to remember who they've spoken to, if they've connected with anybody in particular. So that's to aid that. We then have the visuals that will kind of be on the screen. So there's a big screen. Oh my days, I'm out of breath from going up the stairs. There's a big screen that there'll be. So this will be as people are entering, they'll see this. And then throughout the bingo we'll have like the prizes here We're playing a game called Who's That Sis? So essentially everybody will write a funny or shocking fact about themselves when they're entering the venue. This is quite hard to get people to do sometimes because people come by themselves, but we want to basically say to people during speed mating, try and get that funny or shocking fact about you across to the people, and then throughout the bingo we'll play Who's That Sis, and then we'll read out the funny or shocking fact, and we have to kind of guess who it is. It's just like a light-hearted game to get the room a bit energised. And I also have somebody hosting the bingo this time around, which I'm so beyond grateful for, because naturally, I think I was saying beforehand, like, I'm not a naturally like extroverted person. Like, hosting a bingo is not my natural character. Like, I'm more of a like number two, 52. But I need somebody to bring more energy this time around. And I think when it was me at the last bingo trying to like engage the audience in that more engaging way, it didn't really land as well. So I need somebody that is like, they're just seen as the bingo host. Prizes such as spa retreats at the Mount Mason, afternoon tea for two at the Hilton, £100 vouchers from Able, nails, Pilates classes, lash extensions, acrylics. So we have like the whole thing is like girls' prizes actually want to win. That's like the tagline for the bingo, instead of like going to a bingo and it's like things that you don't even want. So yeah, so now I'm about to hop on our monthly goal setting call, which again, with that, I will show you what we kind of run through on the call. Essentially with Show Up Sis, I've always wanted Show Up Sis to be a space where like you can gain something, gain some value, gain some knowledge. And I find that with our monthly calls, it provides women with a space to learn something, focus on themselves, reset themselves for the month ahead, because at the end of the day, Show Up Sis is all about showing up for yourself, becoming the best version of you. And I think our goal setting calls help women do that. Even if it's like 5 people on the call, like I'm really not fussed, because I'd rather help people, genuinely help a few people than opposed to just be reaching loads of people but having no impact. I just use the same template every time. So we go over June reflection. So what have I achieved this month? What habits have helped me? What do I wish I had more time for? What stopped me from doing those things? What worked? What didn't work last month and why? Who do I want to be? How do I want to live my life? What do I want to do? And then my goals. So this is covering health, career, business, relationships, personal development, finances, and attitude and mindset. Ready for the call? As we've got loads of new people, I'll just give a quick whistle-stop tour into what Show Up Sis is. What have I achieved this month? Again, you can think to yourself or feel free to pop it in the chat. Is there something that you're proud of that you've achieved this month, whether it's big or small? I'm proud of is Show Up Sis doing our first ever coach trip, because funnily enough, even though we've done hikes every single month since September last year, it was our first coach one, and it was the most nervous I've been for an event so far. Even though we've been doing the hikes, it was just the thought of taking 100 people somewhere else, and if something happens, oh my goodness. Like fitness routine, schedule, Pilates, so I do Pilates. You know, if you can goals light me up, big or small. Is there any particular goals that you have that you want to achieve?
Around there, and then by 2019.
What I'm finding the most is that people just want that connection, and like Nikki said at the beginning, to be around like-minded people who just get it, and creating that space more in that direction. Just getting people together in one room, conversating, connecting, learning, sharing the highs, sharing the lows, and being authentic and transparent as well. I completely agree about, I think, social media and founder life and building a business. It's so glamorized, and I feel like it's portrayed to be so bloody easy, and it's like the hardest thing in the world. It's like the hardest thing in the world. You just have to keep going, knockbacks, like so much things happen that you don't plan. Everything can just go wrong, that you don't expect, and it's just having a space where my vision for it is like, if we do it on like a last Friday of the month, for example, or every other month, where you know, like throughout the month, okay, like everything's going, like this is going wrong, or this has happened, but I don't know what decision to make on this, but I know I've got my dinner with other like-minded women at the end of the month, where I've got a space where I can go to chat about these things over a mocktail or a cocktail and some nice food. Good morning. It is 9 a.m, 9:15. I am about to take the baby to playgroup. I am then have to come back for 11. I have 3 meetings for interviews for event leads, event support, hiking leads, and also hiking support as well. So super exciting. This afternoon I should be able to go to the coffee shop for a bit, as my partner has Tuesdays afternoons off. So I should be able to get some work done as well this afternoon. We will then, as a family, go to the park after picking up the eldest from school. So busy day, but I need to get to playgroup now, otherwise we're going to be late. Had a bit of a rush start this morning as well, because on Tuesdays I actually usually go to Pilates, but this week I was on the waiting list and I didn't get on to the class. I always usually book it like super in advance. So I haven't had like my morning time to myself, and I've noticed the difference so much in how I am getting up in the mornings, how my mental health is, how I am like with the kids in terms of like getting the eldest to school. I feel like I'm less patient. So I'm going to try and get a workout. In this afternoon or the evening time, because I need to move my body. I've had 2 days off the gym. I just need to move my body. It makes such a difference to how you feel, how you go about your day, and it just makes me feel like, okay, I've done something for myself today as part of this day too. Okay, I've literally just sprinted back from playgroup, put the baby down to nap, but he's babbling to himself, so is he gonna sleep? I don't know, but that's okay. And now I'm about to hop on the call, but my laptop is dead. And yeah, this is for a hike. This is for a hike volunteer role for our July hike to Wales, as we need more hands on deck. And let's see how this goes. I absolutely love these like grab it chicken sticks. So I've got one of these to snack on. Also got a tuna sandwich. Again, this is just so cool that I've able to eat bread. But I do want to get back to like just not eating gluten as much. I had a really cool conversation actually with a lady who runs our playgroup, where she's starting up her own business of digital products for parents, helping them set routines, get better routines for like sleep, SEN needs, just mom life in general, and she wants a bit of support with how to build out that brand. So I'm going to have a call with them at some point as well, which is so cool. I always just end up talking about business and branding absolutely everywhere I go, but I love it. So yeah, it's really cool that I'll be able to help them as well. Sorry about that. Bit of a manic morning. I was just at playgroup with my baby, so I've booked. I didn't realise that we had the one at 11. Thought it was 11:30, so it's my fault.
One of my friends recommended to me through Instagram, so I
have 15 minutes before my next call, so I'm watching Sarah Davis, and I've got my sandwich, and I'm actually going to eat this quickly. Then have a final call. So dishevelled today, but I've just put the kids to bed. On Tesco, I bought myself a matcha kit, so I'm so excited. I'm just going to finish up some visuals for our bingo night, and I'm going to make myself a matcha. I have one more call today with a girl in terms of helping at our hiking club. I think it was yesterday I was talking about making our bingo like more branded this time. So one of the ideas that I've come up with is like putting posters on the toilets when girls are like sat in the toilet, which sounds really random. So like it would be like, oh, emergency checklists, like Show Up Sis emergency checklist. Have you applied your lip gloss? Have you took a mirror selfie? Don't text that boy back. And like a kind of like girly checklist on the back of the toilets. Also one about like, it's okay if you're feeling nervous, sis, like you can do it, get up, go speak to somebody new, kind of like reassuring the girls, because I'm sure on the night that there'll be people who are nervous, they go to the toilet, so just take a second. So I thought it'd be a really cute idea if we make the toilets a space where we are reassuring girls, making girls feel confident, having a little joke, inside joke within the toilets. That's one of my ideas. Kind of like good to go with the bingo, as I was saying. I'm just trying to finalise so much this week because my partner is going away as well, so I'm like, I need to just get everything done, get everything organised, and then once I've got all of the bingo stuff and speed mating stuff organised, I'm then going to move on to our hike, making sure I have everything for that, because all of the girls need new pink high vises and we have more help this time, so I need to make sure everyone is equipped with walkie-talkies, high vises, understanding of what's going on the day, responsibilities for everybody, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, but first of all I'm going to do the toilet signs, and then have the call, make my matcha, and then probably try and wind down a bit earlier tonight. I do eat food, like I do need to eat, so I'm gonna have like a rice noodle stir fry, chicken stir fry for dinner after I've done this quick work, I'm going to make that and eat that too. So yeah, I feel like I'm not showing loads of food in the vlog, but I do eat. It's just because the majority of the time I'm eating, there's usually like a baby with me, and like I don't vlog the babies, so that's why, but I do. I'm going to make the matcha. This is the kit from Tesco. So cute. I've never made a matcha before, so we're going to see how this goes. Oh gosh. How do I do this? I need to try and make the first one first. I'm going to enjoy it and chill out. I am now going to drink my matcha, finish up some of the bingo organising, or to be honest, I might just watch a YouTube video. Like, I actually I need to remind myself sometimes, like, to rest. But I think this is the thing, like, when you're building something, it's that battle of, like, there's literally always something to do. Like, no matter what, there'll always be something to do. But it's also the understanding of, like, there will always be something to do. So, like, you don't need to just keep going. Look at my hair. Honestly, I look dishevelled right now. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to enjoy my cereal, enjoy my matcha, have a shower, get into bed. I've got Pilates in the morning, and then we go again tomorrow. I've just got to Birmingham for our tote bag painting event tonight. I picked up pictures that I needed printed off. I really should get a printer in my house because I print off stuff so much for our events. But yeah, we have tote bag painting tonight. These creative events that we do, they're super cute. They're smaller, intimate. We've got about 20 girls attending this evening, and it's just such a good way for girls to meet new people in a relaxed environment. They're always on like a weekday evening, so you can unwind after work, and I'm so excited for it. I hope we get some really chatty girls tonight. It's so good when everyone's really chatty and engaged, and yeah, making friends. It is also at Gal's Bakery, so it's super cool that we partnership with them in terms of venue. So and the girls always get like free treats as well, so I'm hoping there's some free cinnamon buns and desserts for us. I'm actually so stressed out right now. My mobile data is not working. I don't know why. It said there's something wrong with gift gap and I can't pay for parking. So I'm 100%, the machine there was not working, and then because I've got no data, I can't verify my bank card because I've never used the NCP app before. I'm going to get a ticket now, which is just brilliant. I've got 20 minutes to set up the whole event, and I'm going to be late. I'm 100% going to be late because I'm faffing around. Monzo's working, yay! Get in! I think we're going to be okay. We're at Gal's Bakery. Let me show you. Super cute. I'm gonna get up the table covers out, set up the venue, and then the girls will arrive. Table covers. We have about 20 women attending. Vehicle reg. Oh my days! I'm even setting up a second camera, which is just, this is dedication. If you do say so. If I do say so myself. This one. 10 people here. So 1, 2, 3 workshops, because it really gives people a chance to talk, connect in a more like intimate setting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Everything is always pink. We'll never show up to this event by pink, and I know some people say, oh, don't have pink, you know, it's too like stereotypical of girls, but I just love pink. I love pink. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I love it. I hate being late. I hate rushing. I'm an organised queen when it comes to events. So something like that, my parking, it really throws me off. And I know that it shouldn't, but tote bags out. I'm going to finish setting up and I'm going to check back in when I'm actually done. I do think when you're doing events, you have to be constantly reiterating, thinking what can I do different, what can I change. Like for example, I usually put the paint on the plates already, like primary colours, but today I'm thinking, do you know what, I'm just going to leave the paints out and everyone can pick what they want, because often the colours I choose don't get used. So what I'm thinking instead is I'm just going to put all the paints over here, like the big colours that we have. Everyone can just make whatever they want to make, basically. there. It was cute, me setting up the tables. That's why I did it. It looked cute having the paints all laid out. But then loads of paints are getting used but I don't need to use it, so this is what we're doing today. We're just going to see how it goes, you know, that's what we do. We try new things, we iterate. If it doesn't work, I'll go back to what I was doing before. Yeah, I know, it's so hot. And then when there was all police here and then I was getting scared. My bitch. Tote bag painting is finished. I am now just getting into the car, heading home. I am tired, but that was such a cute event. Such a cute event. Such a lovely group of girls. As I was saying, like when you do events, you're literally bringing strangers together. We obviously facilitate our events as much as possible for people to feel comfortable. Like I always said, the main goal of mine for girls attending Show Up Sis events are to feel as comfortable as possible, feel less nervous than when they first started, and to feel glad leaving that they came. That's my 3 goals that I say to myself, and is what I say to other people that I'm bringing on board to help. And I feel like we achieved that tonight. It was such a lovely group. Everyone had a really cool time. Everyone had a really, really lovely time. It was so much fun, and I just love doing these events. Like sometimes it's so funny when you do events, like you put the event out, you make the flyers, you do the promotion, you know, you get people buying tickets, and sometimes it's like you forget that, oh, I actually have to deliver the event. Then on the day of the event, it's like sometimes I can be like, oh gosh, I've got to like get ready, I've got to like get myself ready now to actually deliver the event. And you get a bit nervous about doing it, you don't know how it's going to go, but so far it's always been really, really successful. But it is now it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to go home, get into bed and have a quote-unquote early night tonight. I've got Pilates in the morning, but I think I'm going to close this video off here, as it's been like, as I think we've done a lot. For the rest of this week we have our walking club on Sunday, and then next week we have our biggest event. We have our celebrating 1 year of Show Up Sis, so I'm just going to vlog the whole week in terms of like the lead up to the event, the organisation, the planning, the delivery of it. The whole week will just be around celebrating 1 year of Show Up Sis. And make sure to give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. I'm a new girlie around here, and I'm just doing this as it gives me another creative outlet. I've realised that I just love a creative outlet, and this is another version of that for me in long form. So yeah, if you're enjoying it, let me know, leave a comment, and see you next time.